My favorite memory of being on the team with Nico was probably just every summer, especially my freshman year, just him taking me under his wing and just going to a ton of open gyms throughout the summer and just him involving me in everything, and just had a lot of fun every summer just playing with him and just being around him.
My favorite memory of being with Nico on the team is just watching him and his work ethic in the weight room and throughout the summer, just battling through adversity, and him driving me around when I didn't have my license.
I'd say my favorite thing about Nico is he's a big personality guy. He's great to talk to in the locker room. Last year I enjoyed playing JV with him, and it was a great experience, and I think we played pretty well together.
My favorite memory with Nico probably has to be watching him against Conneaut go off, hitting all those threes after he made about 50,000 shots in the summer.
My favorite memory with Nico is probably we were right next to each other in lockers, so we had like good conversations. We always joked around, so I'm gonna miss him.
My favorite memory of being on Dom's team, of course, just like playing alongside him for my 2 years playing with him, but just being around him in the locker room and just talking to him, just a chill dude, and just enjoyed every second I had around him.
My favorite memory with Dom was towards the end of the season when I was struggling shooting. He really picked me up and started shooting after practice with me, and I think that helped me out.
I'd say my favorite memory with Dom is experiencing him making 11 threes at Huggins, and also just getting to practice early with him and listening to music, and I just really enjoyed that.
My favorite memory with Dom probably has to be the Collingwood game where he broke the record, hit 11, or his half-court shot against Poland. That was crazy, and I'm excited to see him play in college.
My favorite memory with Dom Cruz, besides him being a great shooter, was probably at Newcastle when he went up and got his first dunk, well, one of his first dunks there that I've seen.
My favorite memory playing basketball with Sam or just being on his team was just being around him all the time. I love playing with him, but just my sophomore year when I didn't have my license and him driving me everywhere and making me laugh, and in the locker room just always being around him was just so much fun.
My favorite memory with Sam was just him being a great teammate and getting to watch him in the playoffs. I think he was a big role in our success this season, and especially in the postseason.
I would say my favorite memory with Sam is him being a great teammate. Also, he's really funny, probably one of the funniest people I know. A good memory with him was when he missed that dunk with a minute left versus Glenville. I thought that was pretty funny.
My favorite memory with Sam, other than being the funniest guy on the team, is definitely at the end of the Glenville game when I saw him get that fast break. I knew he was going for that dunk, and he just bricked it.
My favorite memory is Sam. As they all said, he is a very funny guy, and my favorite memory is probably him just dancing around when we have the music bumping in the locker room.
My favorite memory with Tony, just growing up with him for my whole life and just being around him. I had a lot of fun playing on his team and all that, but just being around him for like so long in my life was just so much fun, and I love Tony, and it's sad to see him go away, but I'm excited for his future.
My favorite memory with Tony was just getting a lot closer with him this season. He really took me under as a good friend, and I had a lot of memories on the court. He'd put you in your place when you're wrong, but he'd give you great compliments when you did something right or help the team out.
I would say my favorite memory with Tony is just him being a great leader. You know, as Ray said, if you messed up, he'd put you in your place, and if you needed help, he's always the guy to go to ask for help. And also, he has a great personality. He's a very good teammate.
My favorite memory of Tony is probably him just being like my best friend off the court. After sophomore year, we played some AAU in the summer, and he really took me under his wing this entire year, and he made me such a better player. And he's a great leader, and he's one of the best teammates I've ever played for.
My favorite memory of Tony, after every game, most of us would go to his house, we'd all chill out, team bond, and it was just a great time.
My favorite memory being with Schneider, just playing with him was so much fun, and just watching him at like Newcastle camp and how good he became, and no one really got to see that. But also just being around him in the locker room and just having fun and laughing with him and team dinner and all that. And it was just a lot of fun being around him.
My favorite memory with Schneider was just watching him all summer. He was a great player, got a lot better, and then once I got injured, we got a lot closer just because I was always with him on the bench, on the bus, wherever we were going, we were together. And I'm excited to see where he goes for college and excited to see all his progress be shown on the court.
I would say my favorite memory with Jake is just in the summer, Newcastle and Huggins. He was a great player. He's a great guy to be around, and definitely missed him this year, but I think he brought us all closer together.
My favorite memory with Jake is him being the best player at Huggins. It was great playing with him, and this entire season, he'd always help me when I come to the bench, and he'd always tell me what to do, and he would always help me out in these games, and he gave me great advice, and I can't wait to see him play in college.
My favorite memory with Schneider is probably Huggins camp this season. Him just having a breakout year there, dunking everything, stealing everything. He just grew and developed as a great player.